I just heard he was talking about Plunderstorm, and I actually want to listen to this one. I love Plunderstorm so much, and how Blizzard failed their own game. Rip, man. Rip Plunderstorm.
Today, it's a brand new event.
It's finally happened, everybody.
It's Blizzard's take on a battle royale.
And we're calling it...
I don't know if anybody expected this.
It is wild.
Plunderstorm.
Man, I'm so sad they removed it. I'm so sad.
WoW's golden era. It's crazy to imagine that an MMO was once the world's most popular game. But as the players mature and new generations enter the fold, it's only inevitable for new genres to take the crown. Before MMOs, we had FPS. After MMOs, we had MOBAs. But it wasn't until 2017 that a new genre would enter the mainstream, changing the gaming climate forever.
Yep, Battle
Games
Royale.
Like PUBG, Fortnite and Warzone exploded onto the scene, amassing tens of millions of downloads and dominating Twitch viewership.
I didn't start playing until Drake started playing, so you can totally blame
What
him
the
on this
fuck?
one.
Named after the popular Japanese action film released in 2000, the Battle Royale genre would only increase in popularity over time.
Yep,
And
there was
eventually
movies
make
too.
its way into video games.
Are you trying to kill me right now?
Now it's 2024 and the hype around BRs has more or less settled. The game mode is still massive, but seems to be sharing the crown with MOBAs and FPS.
Yeah,
So
it settled
Blizzard are
down.
at least a few years late to the party when it comes to BRs. But that might not be a bad thing.
That might not be a bad thing.
The
But
last
that
few
it still
years have been
exists.
transformative
I agree.
for Blizzard. Freed from their former leadership, Blizzard seems to be re-establishing their goals as a developer and entering 2024 with a new outlook at their place in gaming. For the longest time, WoW's absolute domination gave them an arrogance that caused them to ignore
Yep.
their own player base.
Yep.
But that seems to have changed. Here's a slide from Blizzard's presentation at the GDC in which they're outlining their past failures,
Didn't feel heard.
learning from them, and
That is
adapting.
so
Letting go
true.
of old stubbornness. Your job as game director, Ian, is to safeguard this tradition, do it well, taking a step back and being like, well, no, what if the tradition's wrong now? What if the tradition was right 20 years ago but needs to change today?
This is the Blizzard we've wanted to see for a really, really long time. A Blizzard that understands that they can't do everything on their own.
They did
That's where
change.
Proletariat comes
They
in.
did change though.
Proletariat
it enough?
an indie game developer known for their popular BR Spellbreak. As you may have guessed, Spellbreak was a battle royale with a fantasy setting. Rather than using guns, Proletariat decided to approach their BR slightly differently, using magic. In 2022, Blizzard bought Proletariat. This news
Really? They
sort of
bought
went
it?
under the radar, but only now does this acquisition truly make sense.
This is why Plunderstorm looks so similar to it. That makes sense. So they bought them so they can make they can make Plunderstorm. But I feel Plunderstorm was so late though.
Plunderstorm looks and feels a lot like Spellbreak, and since playing the game, I can honestly say this may be the best pairing of studios in recent memory. The game is good. It's really, really good.
Guys, this game mode, you don't understand how fun it is. This is peak maximum fun ever,
Man.
period, ever, period.
Oh, this was insane. The play, man.
Absolute best
He
time
died,
of
though.
my life.
We popped the hell off.
Gotta go to Zaryu and Tinkerbell. 20 eliminations in the lobby.
I love it, and I'm not going to be shy about that.
Fucking go! Fucking Cincinnati!
Thunderstorm has the opportunity
Man.
to change everything.
So good.
Streamed 15 hours yesterday, bro. And then I kept playing for another 3 hours, dude.
It's hard to stop, man. It's hard to not press Q.
To be honest, what Zaryu just said is so true. The first day or maybe the second day we played Plunderstorm, I think I told you guys I'm going to play for like another 30 minutes to an hour. And I think we probably extended the stream for about 4 to 5 hours because I did not realize how fast the time was going. I just looked at the time at some point and instead of being like 2 a.m., it was 6 a.m. or something. And I was like, okay, we finished this game and we have to go to bed like right now. I was way too far into my bedtime. This was insane, but the game was so fun. You just play Q again and Q again and everything is fun. For me, at least, it's really fun.
So what is Plunderstorm? Plunderstorm is
I
a
want it
limited
back
time
already.
event, a classless third-person battle royale housed on the retail client. Benefiting from 20 years of WoW's engine optimization, the game feels smooth as butter.
Oh, yeah.
It works very similarly to other BRs, Yet once you drop in, you're not looking for guns, armor sets, grenades.
Yep.
You're looking for spells and abilities, and grinding levels. Remind you of anything? That's because this isn't a typical BR.
I did not
BR
thought about
with
that.
MOBA elements. MOBAs condense the RPG progression and empowerment experience into a much smaller package that would play out over and over again in different matches. Plunderstorm seems to be doing the same thing, but within a BR. And it works. Both of these genres capitalize on that Moorish quality, and Plunderstorm is certainly no different. In a way, this game hits on so many points that WoW PvP is lacking.
Just the simplicity of it, on how the games are fast queues, fast games. It's not competitive to a certain point because you do want to get rank 1, but there's no ranked in this, so you play against everyone, and it's so easy to get into it. I think you play a 10 to 20 hours of it, and you're good enough to fight against pretty good players already. You're not going to win probably, but you're going to give them a good fight. If you train yourself for 10 to 20 hours on retail, you're still going to get fucked in PvP. You're not even going to understand what happens to you.
WoW suffers from intense playability problems.
That's apart from the gear.
Playing a game. I want to cast spells on things.
Let's say you're new to the game and you want to compete. You either have to roll the dice, spending hours looking for partners, or spend hours in solo queue instead. You play Classic? Queues are an issue here too. And have fun waiting for 10 minutes for cooldowns between every duel.
When you see the reset, man, fuck, you know.
And then when you do finally get to play, both games are incredibly imbalanced anyway.
What? Dude, Zeus just one-shots him.
It's so refreshing to play a game that you can just hop on,
Plunderstorm isn't balanced
and be
too,
in a
though.
game within a minute. And then when
It's
you
kind
are
of balanced,
playing,
I guess.
the game is actually really balanced.
Nah.
And it's easy to balance because it's not...
They could have balanced it. They know, I know how they could have balanced most of the spell, but they just kept it that way because it was a temporary mode. I just remember Firestorm being so strong that they had to nerf it, but most of the thing stayed the same way. Like Starbomb and Earthquake were mostly useless abilities. Slicing Wind was way too strong, but it is balanced in the fact that everyone can get the same abilities. Everyone starts the same.
Tied to the main game,
Yo, Walto.
which means there's no pushing and pulling between PvE and PvP. There are some strong abilities for sure, but everything is...
True, I did not thought about that. They don't have to balance like PvP and PvE, they can just balance Plunderstorm. That's extremely easy for balance, and you only have like 4 spells per person at the same time to balance.
And even though the game is a lot simpler than PvP and WoW, there's complexity and nuance within that simplicity.
Simple is okay.
And it's not just me losing their minds over this game mode. It seems like everyone absolutely loves Plunderstorm. Everyone that should be playing it anyway. You see, whilst this game itself is amazing, Plunderstorm's success is being obstructed by the same company that made it.
Ah, man, true, so
Plunderstorm
true.
right now is heavily marketed towards WoW players. Sure, it's the same IP, but MMO
and it's
players
not even
aren't
free to play.
fans of BRs or MOBAs.
This should have been
Because
free to play,
so many
man.
of the rewards are for WoW Classic and retail, collectors are forced to play a game that isn't made for them. If you went onto the WoW subreddit around its release, you'd see a stupid amount of posts talking about how bad Plunderstorm is, and how they can't wait to never have to play it again once they have the rewards.
Yeah, because some people are just... They like to collect mounts in World of Warcraft. The only thing they want from the game is the mounts. They don't want to have fun. Well, they want to have fun, but they don't have fun. So they forced WoW player to play this, especially with the subscription. It could have been like everyone. And I'm pretty sure they would have gained some subscription if they made it free to play, but that's another point.
Most videos online are about how to get plunder without having to PvP at all.
Aw,
And
really?
the rest of the videos have very little views, because the people who should be playing this game literally aren't
It's the
aware of
PvPers.
its existence. That's because Blizzard have made the mistake of primarily marketing this game to an audience that it isn't made for. The people who enjoy WoW PvP, for the most part, absolutely adore this game.
Yeah,
And
even
players who
me, I'm
enjoy
not a
BRs
PvP
and
player,
MOBAs
man.
would enjoy this game too, but right now it's not being marketed to them. So how does Blizzard reach them? Let's look at 4 of the most popular games out right now. League of Legends, Fortnite, Counter-Strike, Warzone. What do all of these games have in common? They're free. All of these games play under the free-to-play model with a cash shop, with mostly cosmetic items. And why do companies do this? because they make more money this way.
Yeah.
For a game like this, there really does seem to be only one way to go. If you want a huge audience and you want your game to grow and be healthy, it needs to be free to play, and it needs its own client.
Yeah,
if people want
true.
to play the game, they shouldn't have to download a completely separate game to do so.
90
Have a team dedicated to making
gigabyte.
skins and cosmetics for the game and open it up to the public. Remove the barriers to entry and show
Yeah.
everyone what an amazing game this really is.
Ah, so true, man.
So right now, Plunderstorm's future is fairly uncertain. It's clear that Blizzard are having a testing period, with experiments like Season of Discovery, Plunderstorm, and WoW Remix.
Yep.
But it's my fear with how badly they've promoted and marketed their game that its potential won't be recognised, and it won't get the support that it needs. Because this game is so good, I really can see it being one of the biggest BRs on the market. Imagine a more general Warcraft Royale game, with skins, cosmetics, rank queues, a prestige system, new maps and abilities.
Yep.
Imagine the esports potential, introducing millions from newer generations
True.
to the Warcraft IP.
Esport also.
Imagine WoW PvP is
I
finally
agree.
not being treated as an afterthought, taking 2 decades of passion into the new generation of WoW PvP. Because I can see all of this happening. I just really hope Blizzard can too.
Man, I want to play Plunderstorm so much now, man. Fuck.
One of the challenges that World of Warcraft and a lot of MMOs have is having their competitive game modes be very watchable by a large audience.
Let's go!
And I think this has that.
For something like Plunderstorm, we're like, okay, this is a bit crazy.
From an esports perspective, I think it's fantastic.
And it outperformed our expectations.
I'm gonna be honest, guys. I think it's good.
It is good.
I want to see it come back.
It really makes me think this could be an esport.
We're back, baby!
It just needs support.
Let's go!
The interest is there, the viewership is there.
Let's go!
It's so wicked. Dude, mainstream is like 14k views. Oh, 3 seconds.
Hey, it's good.
That's massive.
That's huge. That's huge.
Guys, I just want to say thank you so much if you made it this far in the video. It takes me a horrendous amount of time to make these videos, so I really appreciate it. It's no coincidence that this video comes out after Plunderstorm is over,
Yeah.
because I have been living in Plunderstorm. I have a problem. It's bad. I mostly just made this video because
Does he have like
I
1
don't
million
really want
plunders?
to see Plunderstorm's potential go to waste. I think the game is fucking amazing, and I just think it would be the biggest shame ever if it didn't turn into something bigger than it is right now. And I think the way to do that, the way to make that happen, is to just talk about it a lot. So that's what I'm doing. If you want to be keeping up with me in any way, I am going to be streaming on my Twitch, which is linked below. There's so much good stuff happening in WoW right now, and I'm quite enjoying making videos about it. So maybe I'll do more. I don't really know what my upload cadence will be. I basically just make videos when I have time and hope they're good.
Yeah.
Anyway, thank you again, and I'll
He makes
see you
great
guys.
videos, man. You got my subscribe. Great video. And if you guys want to see it by yourselves, I'm going to link it in the chat. This video is insane, man. He's so right about Plunderstorm. I just want Plunderstorm to be back. I don't care. New abilities, new map. I don't freaking care, man. This mode was so nice.